Okay, so hear me out. All American Season 7 is actually good, but it's basically a brand new show. You know how on Degrassi, The Next Generation, they started with a certain amount of kids, and then some of the kids migrated off, they kept some and brought new people in? That's kind of what's happening. And I actually like it. So basically, it's this new kid named KJ from Oakland, and he's one of the best football players in Oakland, and his dad is a football coach. So him and his dad and his mom came to visit LA. But what KJ doesn't know is that his mom and dad are separating, and this vacation in LA is actually permanent. Him and his dad are staying, and his mom is going back to Oakland. And All American really played too much because I thought his parents was in love and they was about to have a real good sex scene. And he tried to touch her. She said, pull the lever, crump, uno reverse. Do not touch me. I was like, dang, he can't rub your shoulder. Get that chip off your shoulder, girl. But apparently they've been having problems. And the husband, Cassius, does not want to break up with the mama, Ava, but she ready to go. So I don't know. And I wonder what happened because when KJ asked, did you cheat on my mama? He said no. So if it's not infidelity, what is it? But yeah, I like the dynamic of the family. And then we also find out at the end that Cassius, KJ's father, is the new coach of Beverly. And that's going to be an interesting dynamic because Jordan Baker is one of the coaches at Crenshaw. And of course, Jordan is still with Layla and all the kids on the team love him. But the problem is Jordan is too friendly with his kids. They follow him on Instagram and be all in his personal life. And at first, I didn't really see a problem with it because they were just cool with their coach. Everybody had a cool teacher or a coach. But the problem is the kids started doing too much and not respecting Jordan. So basically his star quarterback, Yasi, was doing body shots on Instagram and missed practice. Even though they said practice was optional, it was really mandatory. But I'm going to have the quarterbacks back real quick because stop saying practice is optional and it's not really optional. All these mind games and trivia games y'all be trying to play is the problem. If you tell me optional, me as the quarterback is going to McDonald's and getting a quarter pounder with cheese, okay? But yeah, Jordan came to check him on the beach and he started doing too much, showing Jordan's Instagram, showing him drinking, saying, well, I can't drink, but you can drink, just doing the most. Disrespectful. And so now Jordan about to be more strict. I was dying laughing when they made him make a new Instagram and his coach Jordan Baker and he made his other profile private. Like, this so extra. But also, the other coach at Crenshaw is really annoying and being hard on Jordan for some reason that we really don't understand. Like, I feel like he's literally waiting for Jordan to mess up, and it's kind of weird. So we gonna see what's going on, but I know him making this page private is about to be a whole thing. Like, Jordan not even worried about you. You want to play hide and go seek so bad. But they also show us in the show that KJ and Yasi are friends, and so because they are now enemies, Beverly and Crenshaw, I know it's about to be a problem. It's basically Spencer and Jordan again, but with a twist. And like I said earlier, KJ is from Oakland, so he's visiting LA. So Yasi is showing him around Crenshaw and showing him everything. And they introduce a character named Khalil, and he's gang affiliated. This kind of brings in the Tyrone aspect of the OG All-American when he was gang banging. And so Khalil finds out from his teacher that he's getting held back in 11th grade because he doesn't come to school. And so Khalil is upset. He storms out the room and he's walking around the corner and bumps into KJ and looks at them like they're in the wrong after he was the one playing bumper cars. You the one that bump me like B2K with these Omarion braids, and you mad at me? Please. And KJ wasn't even upset, but Khalil was, but this beef continues during the show. And the beef between KJ and Khalil continues because of Amina. And y'all remember Amina, Preach's little daughter from the OG All-American? She's grown up now. And remember, Preach's baby mama and Amina's mom is Monique, Tyrone's sister that was chasing around Coop trying to kill her because she thought that Coop was the reason why Tyrone got murdered. So I like how they're bringing it full circle and bringing people that we still remember and making them new characters. I love that. But Amina is 16 and she swears she grown. She keeps saying, I'm not a little girl. I'm not a little girl. And Coop said, are you trying to convince yourself or us? Because I can't tell. But apparently Amina and Khalil is supposed to be giving brother and sister, but it's giving secret lovers. It's giving they like each other. And it's kind of obvious because Amina went to check on Khalil about him being held back in 11th grade because he had disappeared and he did not want to talk about it at all. But also, why would you say that in front of the game bangers, embarrassing that man? He was like, be quiet. So they got into it, and so she walked over there and kissed KJ right in front of Khalil. Mind you, I forgot to say while they was playing football on the beach, Amina and KJ kind of had a little situation going on. So yeah, she kissed him in front of Khalil and then she left. And then Khalil and KJ got into it. Khalil walked up to him and was like, watch who you kissing on. And he was like, but she kissed me. Like, you literally had front row seats, 3D glasses to see her walk up and kiss me. And I'm the problem? What's your issue? KJ had me dying. He said, did we have problems in the afterlife? Because I just feel like you don't like me for some reason and I don't even know you. But remember I told y'all that Khalil was gang affiliated. So Khalil hit KJ and KJ was about to hit him back and then the gang pulled up with a gun. And so KJ was paranoid. He left because he's from Oakland. Even though they ghetto in Oakland. You know you seen a gun before. Please. But yeah, Khalil ran away. He was paranoid and he was ready to go home early. And Khalil was telling his cousin, like, why would you do that? Like, why are you doing the most? And then, you know, All-American. So after KJ found out that his parents were separated and that he was staying in LA and didn't have a choice on what he wanted to do, he stormed off. And Amina was already outside. So they ended up meeting at a coffee shop on accident. And the writers played the meetup well because basically Amina was applying for a job because she says she grown, but she don't have no money and asked the Coop for money. And so while she was there applying for the job, that just happened to be the place where KJ was after he got into it with his parents. So yeah. And so Amina was kind of nervous and awkward because, you know, she had just kissed him on the beach and then ran away. So this is her first time seeing him. But he was happy to see her. She turned his mood around and then they started hanging out for the rest of the night. They end up breaking into Crenshaw where they was hanging out, and they end up running into Jordan. And she said, Uncle Jordan. And he said, Uncle. But the real question is, why is it so easy to break into Crenshaw? Y'all need some more locks and some better security because they got in real easy. But yeah, Amina introduces KJ to her Uncle Jordan, and Jordan said, I already know who KJ is because, KJ is a star player in Oakland. And then, KJ is excited too because he's like, oh, you're Jordan Baker. Ah, I love you. Woohoo, wee. And, KJ and Jordan hit it off. They had a good conversation. They start playing football to ease each other's mind because they both going through some stuff. So it was cool. But I think Jordan gonna try and swiping KJ from Beverly from his father, and it's gonna be a whole issue. And then when it comes to Layla and Coop, they're not really important right now, but I feel like their story is gonna open up. But they're trying to figure out and find themselves because all their friends from the Vortex left and moved to New York. When Coop was explaining where everybody was, I guess Patience is on Broadway, Asher is coaching a big team in New York, Olivia's trying to turn her book into a movie, and Spencer is playing football, so they feel like their lives is lit and their lives are not lit, so they're trying to figure out their life. But this scene was hilarious. They both got drunk with KJ's father, Cassius, because he was stressed out and they were stressed out, and Amina had to be their designated driver and take them home. But yeah, I'm here to tell you that All American Season 7 is actually worth watching. Like, I know all of us was over it once Spencer and Olivia left. Really, once Billy Baker died, we was all over it. But Season 7 is worth watching. New characters, new storylines, a lot of black people. Tap in, for real. And they even had Spencer James narrating throughout the whole show while he was talking to Jordan. So that was a cool twist too.